so much, Family. Thank you so very much for that opening speech. Again, thank you so much for what you do. I don't even know where you get energy to. May God continue to empower and strengthen you. I want to use this opportunity to thank dear friends that once again gathered here today to join us during this fundraising and also to be part of what we do. Thank you so much. It's not easy. We've done this for the past 4 years consistently to ensure that all of us are not killed by the terrorist state of Nigeria. So I thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Christopher, for holding the fort while we all join. I want to thank our allies and those who have joined us in this fundraising. Thank you so much for being part of this process. It is the right thing to do. Everyone that take out time from their busy schedule every weekend to join what we're doing, I thank you for doing that. It is the right thing to do to support our new nation, the United States of Biafra, the new Christian nation that was declared on November 29, 2024 in Latin Finland, which we are building gradually, systematically, successfully. I want to use this opportunity to remember our Onyendu Mazenam Kano, whom the Nigerian state colluded with Kenya to take away. Some individuals in Kenya, actually not the Kenyan government, because the Kenyan government has ruled in favor of Onyendu Kano and has awarded him, noting that the Nigerian state is a terrorist state that came to Kenya to kidnap an innocent man. So the Nigerian state, having their tentacles all over the world, everywhere, worked with some individuals in Kenya to kidnap our Onyendu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the 18 million indigenous people of Biafra, which I currently lead that 80 million until Onyendu comes out. We thank Kenya again for exonerating the beautiful country of Kenya from the criminality of the Nigerian terrorist state by declaring that what Tinubu and Co., the Nigerian state, Buhari did was wrong. And that was why they ruled in favor of Onyendu Kano. And Kenya have requested Nigeria to leave Onyendu Kano, let him go. He did not commit any crime. But the Nigerian terrorist state, led by Tinubu, Christopher Musa, and Co., Bianco Jubu, and their politicians like Peter Obi, Charles Soludo, Mbafubara, Uzodinma. Terrorism is in their blood, so they've refused to let Onyendu Kano go. But the United States of Biafra citizens will make them leave him. We will ensure that they leave him. 1 second. Hey Google, please stop the music. We also want to use this opportunity to remember our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Again, the same thing. The Nigeria state colluded with Finland, Alexander Stubb, to take him away for no crime. For the same thing that most of the Western world leaders have observed, have seen. That was the only thing that really did not the Kano and Minister Simon Ekpa wanted. They want their citizens to live in a country, in a Christian country devoid of reintegrated terrorists brought in by the Nigeria state and the Nigerian politicians, including Bianco Ojukwu, Peter Obi, Fubara, Wifulu, all of them, Uzalema. These are the Nigerian politicians that have supported the reintegration of non-terrorists into Nigeria, that have murdered thousands of indigenous Nigerians, indigenous Biafrans and Christians in that part of the world, and they are still killing by the second as we speak. They are still murdering children, women, innocent students, kidnapping them from their dormitory, taking them inside the forest. Many of them never escape. Many of them die inside the bush, not accounted for by Tinubu, Christopher Musa, and the Nigerian politicians like Bianco Ojukwu. So Nigeria colluded with Finland to take away a young, honest gentleman, fine Finnish citizen, Simon Ekpa, with trumped up charges. He is inciting Biafrans to be independent. Therefore, take him away, lock him up, so that the United States of Biafra freedom will not come, so that we're not going to do our declaration in Finland. So 2 weeks before our declaration, Alexander Stubb took away Prime Minister Simon Ekpa on trumped up charges. He is declaring Monday sit at home. For 5 years, the indigenous people of Biafra have voluntarily sat at home every Monday as a form of referendum for their freedom, for those 4 conditions we already enumerated before. It has nothing to do with Simon Ekpa. But Tinubu told Alexander Stubb that Simon Ekpa is the one engineering the Monday sit at home. And that was not a factual statement. That was propaganda. But our happiness is that most world leaders have discovered that the Nigerian terrorist state, what they do is what they project on other people. If they say that somebody is a terrorist, they are the real terrorists. What they do is what they project on other people. So they have to take away our Kano. They have to take away our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Why? The only one reason to fight the freedom which was declared on November 29, 2024 in Latin Finland. The freedom was redeclared because the Republic of Biafra was a nation between 1967 and 1970 when Nigeria invaded the Biafra territory. And we fought a brutal war that ended on no return vanquish, when over 3 million children were starved of food by the Nigeria terrorist state, by the Sokoto Caliphate. So they took away my little society, thinking that by taking it away, we are not going to declare our freedom. And then some Biafrans, they planted inside the Biafra Republic government in exile, of which I was the chief of staff. They tried to use them to scuttle that freedom, which we declared on November 29, 2024. Not knowing that what they know, we already know it. What we are planning, we already planned against that. So I'm using this opportunity to call on the Finland President, Alexander Stubb, to let Prime Minister Simon Eber go. He has not committed any crime. That which the Nigeria state reported to you is exactly the same thing President Donald Trump has spoken today. It's on my Twitter page. That you have to liken Nigeria to Iran. Exactly the same thing. The killing, the subjugation, the terrorism, the beheading of citizens' head. Those atrocities carried out by the Nigeria state. World leaders have discovered today, as we speak, that only Nnamdi Kanu and Prime Minister Simon Eber, they are innocent. They are the good guys. They are the good people. The United States of Biafra Christian nation that was declared on November 29, 2024 is the good country that is countering the terrorist state of Nigeria, which has been populated by reintegrated terrorists from the Sokoto Caliphate and the Nigerian politicians to fight the United States of Biafra Christian nation, but we are ready for them. It's a promise. I'm calling on the Nigeria state to let Onyeka Nnamdi Kanu go. He has not committed any crime. Over 3 or 4 competent courts with the right jurisdiction inside the Nigeria state has acquitted Onyeka Nnamdi Kanu and told the Nigerian government to compensate him. Over 3 well-constituted court has said that Onyeka Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. But Bianco Jubu and Christopher Musa, they are still holding him because they are lawless individuals, both of them. Very lawless. They don't obey the courts. They don't respect human rights. They act with impunity because countries like Turkey and Syria provide them with AK-47s, which they used to intimidate the indigenous citizens. They live by the power of the barrels of the gun. In this century, over 60 years of independence, Tinubu, Bianco, Chukupito Obi, Christopher Musa, Soludo, they still live and believe in the power of the gun because they've used this AK-47 to forcefully remove innocent United States of Biafra citizens like Dominion, like Esima, like Jerry, and many of them that are languishing in different jails across Nigeria and in Biafra territory, like Oganiru Biafra. These are innocent United States of Biafra citizens that have not committed any crime. Tinubu and Bianco Jubu sent the reintegrated terrorists with AK-47 to go and arrest these innocent indigenous United States of Biafra citizens, forcefully take them away. And their families have not seen them as we speak. Those that work closely with Tinubu, they publicly came on air and told Biafrans that those away by the Nigeria state. That they authorized them to take them away. Bianco Ojukwu authorized them using the reintegrated terrorists to take these innocent Biafrans away. And from the report on my table, those innocent Biafran citizens have not been charged with any crime by Bianco Ojukwu and the Nigeria state. As we speak, they've been taken out for over 90 days. We've not seen any crime charged in any lawful court against these, at least I know, over these 5 individuals that I've mentioned their name. They are holding them under the barrels of the gun. And they think it's going to last forever. No, it's not going to last forever. So I want to use this opportunity to tell Bianco, Ojukwu, and co, the Nigerian politicians, Tinubu and co, that are holding dominion, Esima, Cherry, and co, to let them go. If anything happens to any of these United States of Biafra citizens, of Kalilu Biafra, it will not be well. It is not going to go down well. You must let them go because they've not committed any crime. The longer you hold them, the more you are creating chaos for yourselves and anything Nigeria in the 40 state of Biafra, anything representing Nigeria in the 40 state of Biafra, any of the United States of Biafra citizens that goes missing, that you forcefully take away with the barrels of the gun, you lock up somewhere. Don't think of that is holding for the Nigerian state. You are going to get a commensurate or more action in either way. It's a promise. So let them go. I'm calling on the in-Exile staff to let Prime Minister Simon Ena go. Let him go. I have a report of the Nigerian agents that are working with the Finland prison to subjugate, intimidate the Prime Minister. You must stop what you're doing. Those Nigerian agents in Finland, pretending to be Biafrans, that think they can suppress the Prime Minister, they can decide who sees Prime Minister, they can decide who enters Finland, they can decide who enters the courtroom in Finland, they can decide who sees Orabueze, our Prime Minister. What you are doing is illegal. You will answer to that. You know yourselves. You have no right to do that. You have no right to do exactly what the DSS in Nigeria is doing to Onyendu Nnamdi. You are doing it to the Prime Minister in Finland under the cover of the government. That is illegal. You have no right to do what you were doing to the Prime Minister. Those of you Finnish citizens, 2 of you that are behind this crime, we already know. Those of you 2 Finnish citizens that are colluding with these so-called Biafrans that are manipulating the prison visit of the Prime Minister, that is deciding who goes in to see the Prime Minister and who does not, that is deciding the criminal elements sponsored by the Nigerian state to be the only one that sees Orabueze in Finland prison and feeding with all the lies possible. We are already taking off your face. Promising you to be funny. You have no right to be doing what you are doing. 2 of you have no right to decide who visits Simon ever in prison or not. that network, that ring that you created to continue to be the only one that sent your people to have access to the PM and lie to him. We've broken that. And we are going to take the appropriate action against the Finnish authorities that are involved in this action with you, with two of you in Finland. Our legal department is already on it because we have the proof, we have the evidence that two of you have planted some Biafrans in Finland to have access to the private demographics, passport numbers, names, date of birth of private Biafrans that want to visit Orabueze. Legally, you don't have a right to do that. You don't work in Finland prison. So you have to let us know very soon who you work for. You must let us know. We will find out who you are working for, regardless of how you pretend. Then those Nigeria agents pretending to be Biafrans living in Finland that are being used by these two individuals, you must stop what you're doing immediately. You must stop. You have no legal standing to do what you are doing. You have a choice to stop, or you will pay the price. You will pay heavily for what you are doing because we have the evidences that you are colluding with the Nigerian state, with these two individuals in Finland to subvert the efforts that are visiting on my group. And we have evidences that these two individuals have also told you that on the trial day of the Prime Minister on August 5th, you are the one that will select or control who goes into the courtroom where Orabueze's case will be tried. But that day, you will know what the efforts are made of. We will show you that if you don't work with the Finland court system, you have no right to decide who goes into that court system or who does not. We will show you in Finland on August the 5th. I'm calling all their friends that will be in Finland on August the 5th. Be in that courtroom ahead of time. Be online. And then let me see how the criminality of these two individuals with the Biafrans that are in Finland, colluding with them and the Nigerian state, will be the one that will tell who will go into the court premises to observe Orabueze's trial. The Biafrans that are going to Finland, just ensure you are there on that August the 5th, on time, to get into that courtroom. Take a video, picture of anyone that stops you from entering that courtroom and send it to the places where we already directed. We cannot have Nigerian DSS inside Finland. If the Finland government decides to establish Nigerian DSS inside Finland, we will dismantle them. I promise you that. We will. You will hear from Biafrans on August the 5th. And the days that Orabueze will be in prison, will be in court for the appeal. So those of you, two of you, Finland citizens planning this evil with the Nigerian state, we will see you on August the 5th. It's a promise. Again, Honorable Christopher, when you have time, you play those two videos that I sent to you that confirms this illegal action of these two Finland citizens that are colluding with these criminals that are working for the Nigerian state in Finland. Again, I want to use this opportunity to thank all the United States of Biafra cabinet members, the 40 state governors, the envisioned elite squad, the United States of Biafra envisioned elite squad, the USB elite vigilante. You're doing a great job. Good job. We're getting the reports. Good job. Thank you so much for what you do. Friday, we're going to present another department with a secretary that will come and talk to Biafrans about what the department is doing. Again, during the presentation yesterday, we saw Biafran women exhibit their massive support for the United States Biafran government. Thank you so much, Mama Biafra. I was extra for what you do every day. It's not easy. Those that are thinking there will be another Biafra that will be declared another day, to buy your graves in the countries where you live. Because Biafra has already been declared. Nobody can declare another Biafra anytime, any day. It was the one done by Orabueze and the one done on November 29, 2024 in Latin Finland that was redeclared. No other thing exists anywhere by anyone, any country, any organization. Just these two is what the 18 million Biafrans know right now. Nothing else. Anyone telling you anything different is just a fraud paid by the Nigerian state. And Biafrans must confront them by the second every day. As Nigeria state keeps planning every day to attack our freedom, so also are these 80 million Biafrans planning every day to make sure nobody, no country, no organization tampers with this freedom which we have in our hands, supported by the United Nations Charter, by different laws, international and local. Our freedom is in our hands, and we are successfully protected by the second. And we are winning every way, every day. We are exerting territorial control of our nation in Monday through the voluntary Monday sit at home, which the 80 million Biafrans have resorted to be doing. No one, no country, no individual can stop the voluntary Monday sit at home that are being done by the Biafra people. So that is where we are. To protect our territory from the reintegrated terrorists, from the Nigerians, our neighboring Nigerians, it is our task. It is everyone's task, the 80 million Biafrans. So you have to pick whatever you have to do to make sure that Nigeria leaves Biafra territory. We already launched Nigeria Must Go. Again, I'm using this opportunity to tell the United States of Biafra, all the volunteers, all the vigilante group, every single police station in the 40 state of Biafra belongs to the United States of Biafra vigilante elite group. Every police station. The United States of Biafra trusts the elite vigilante, and we trust the United States of Biafra elite envisioned defense system. Every single police station in the United States of Biafra territory must be converted to the United States of Biafra elite vigilante station. So every state governor, take note of this. Take note of this. Take note of this. Nothing in Nigeria, nothing that resembles Nigeria is allowed in Biafra territory. They must leave our land. They are killing our people, raping our women, killing our children, burning our homes, destroying our economic fortunes. Nothing Nigeria is allowed in Biafra territory. The United States of Biafra envisioned school, and the United States of Biafra vigilante, elite vigilante, takes charge of every single police station in the United States of Biafra 40 states immediately. The United States of Biafra government is appointing Emeka Obichukwu, known as Star, as the chief security officer of all the vigilante groups in the United States of Biafra territory. Emeka Obichukwu, known as Star, has been appointed as the chief security officer of all the United States of Biafra elite vigilante group in the whole Biafra territory. All the 40 state governors, you have to reach out to him and submit the name of your chief security officer for your vigilante group to this person. You can call to get his phone number. Anything Nigeria in the 40 states of Biafra, whether they call themselves COS, whatever vigilante, at this time is not welcome in Biafra territory. They must leave. Our freedom is already secured. Nigeria will leave Biafra territory. Nigeria politicians, they must leave or stop Nigeria activities in Biafra territory. All right, I think Honorable Kusala has one of the videos that you want to show us. If you can go ahead and play the video. This is part of the legal documents we putting together. Honorable Kusala, you can go ahead and play that. That's fine. Is there anybody who is still within Ngozi up to this state? That person shouldn't visit our leader. Yeah. Is there anybody who is still within the crowd to this state? Yes. That person shouldn't visit our leader. Yeah. That person shouldn't go with our leader because all of them do exactly what they are doing. All of them are puppets. Exactly. They are just going there so that towards this what is it called? The protest that I want to do is because they know that if our prime minister come at their own score, you're right. And they are not nobody that anybody that is standing with open grave and they also have the something now, they shouldn't go close to our leader. And listen to me, Pastor Baba, since the level there have not changed. She's still saying that our leader is standing with Ngozi. So mine has not defended and mine. All right. Again, this is one of the evidences we have. These are the so-called people that are organizing the march for the PM in Finland. I believe this is the so-called Chichindo working with the Ifani and then working with these two other individuals in Finland and then with the fallback group. So this individual that I just talked about, the people that will visit the Prime Minister or not visit the Prime Minister, they have no legal authority to do that. Obato here never told them anything like that. But the people that are working with the Nigerian state that want to kill Obato here and moving back to Nigeria, they have hijacked PM's visit, PM's anything pertaining to the PM. These two individuals in Finland is controlling, working in tandem with the Nigerian state and the Finland government to control who sees Obato here and who does not see Obato here. those that they knew will give up at all the help that you need. These individuals have blocked it. We have the evidences. They've blocked the visit. They've manipulated the visit and pretending to be helping all at all here for the people, Biafrans that are visiting them. Again, mine is to let Biafrans know what is happening. Those that truly love Obatobie, want him alive, not dead, should know that this cabal, this ring, working with the Nigerian state, the DSS, and some people in Finland government, they are doing to Obatobie exactly what they are doing to Finland under the DSS. We are not going to allow that to happen. This ring must be broken. So when you hear somebody like this, who says they are organizing a march for Obatobie in Finland, publicly saying that certain people will not be allowed to be part of the PM's march in Finland, will not be allowed to participate in the march for Obatobie, that shows you the Nigerian government is working with these people in Finland to destroy Obatobie. Remember, Obatobie is incarcerated. There's a limit to what he can do. So those two Finnish citizens working closely with the fallback people, working with the Nigerian government to destroy Obatobie, they are very active. And I tell people, during the initial trial of Obatobie, these same people you see now, these two Finnish citizens, colluded with Ogen to give Obatobie 6 years. Now, these same two people are colluding with the CRC, Mamadab, and group, with the same vibe, with this children, with their group, rising up on my trauma, and all that, to now make sure that Obatobie is destroyed. What they do is what they project on other people. They will tell you that Dr. Orabueze does not want anyone, the want Obatobie to be in Finland, in Nigeria, does not, but what they do, Obatobie said it, what they do is what they project on other people. So you rightly hear now, somebody who presumably supposed to be organizing the march for Biafrans to come and stay in solidarity with Obatobie. This individual now has publicly is saying to the world that certain people, especially those that come from the COS, from me, from Dr. Orabueze, will not be allowed to see Obatobie. Why? Because we are the ones Obatobie want to see. Our people are the ones Obatobie want to see. But this element working with the Nigerian state, they want to block it. And that's exactly what this individual has said. So Biafrans going to Finland, my thing is the courtroom to stay and witness the court hearing of the PM is my priority. Just make sure you get yourself into that court ahead of time, and then let us see how this guy, who said that he and the criminals planted by the Nigerian and the Finland government are the ones that we control, those that will be in the courtroom to hear Obatobie's trial. And they are the ones that will come out and tell you, oh, Dr. Orabueze does not want people to come to Finland to march for Obatobie, but these are their plot. This is what they are doing. All the good people that Obatobie wants to see, these individuals with those two Finnish citizens are blocking them with the fallback group. Yeah, but this is the fact. These are the facts. And you can see the channel who the guy was talking with, which is the same criminal that told PM that Biafra Gerishia, that is the same person, this criminal that just talked, is talking with all his channel. Well, Crystal, let's go to the next one.
That very large court, that very court allows only 20 persons inside during trial. And these 20 people cannot just troop in. The same people who are organizing the protest will organize those who go in. You see, like Ngozi gone. After, there's going to be three sittings, 3 court sittings. After the first sitting, from the first sitting, 20 persons will go in. Second sitting, 20 persons will go in. Third sitting, another 20 persons will go in. So the people who are organizing it will decide who among the 20s that will go in. You can't call police for it. The rule of the court says only 20 persons are allowed from the side of the defendant. And somebody must be in charge of those who are going in. You see, like Ngozi gone. Oh, we go with you. We move coconut off, and then we have Naga Finland. Oh, another video game player for you. You be careful. We move coconut. Now, why you Naga Finland? Because I have to put it down on their feet. Listen and listen again. Court in Latin, where some member will be on the field, allows only 20 persons to go in. There will be 3 sittings. After the first one, 20 persons go. Second one, 20 persons go. Third one, 20 persons go. And inside that 20, there is still, you have the person who is organizing those who are going in has the right to decide which 20 persons that will go in. So if you refuse to go and protest for your prime minister, only for you to come on the field to do eye service, if the people who are, if they have right to decide whether if it's only the first 20 persons that went in still go in the second and third time, you can't go police for it. That is the rule of the court. So I want you to write it down. Right, the pen here, that's one year.
Okay, that is not the rule of the court. This is the rule of those collaborating with the Nigerian state and Finland government to destroy Simon Ekpa. That is not the rule of Finland court. So therefore, it's the reason why I have to let you all know this is the same people that worked with the Nigerian government to give up until these 6 years, they are still actively working with the Finland government to destroy Orabueze. I'm not too worried about it. This criminal, faceless criminal, therefore unite, that I know many of you don't know what he looks like. You don't know what he looks like. That's how the Nigerian agents operate. You can't see their face. Same thing with Chinas and Moru. Some of these people, you don't even know what they look like. But the Nigerian state continues to work with them. So this guy, faceless individual, is right here on social media platform, warning their friends that these 2 Finnish citizens, colluding with the Nigerian state and the Finland government, they are the ones that will decide those that will be inside the court during Orabueze's hearing. What is the difference between what this idiot, this criminal has said, and what the Nigerian DSS does? And now my boy, this is uncommon to their friends. It's not about me. It's not about the Orabueze. Anything that happens to Orabueze, we know those that we are going to hold responsible. And this criminal is one of them. He's one of them. No, that's not the Finnish court ruling. That's not the law in Finland. The Finland court is not the one that decides. In every standard court in the Western world, no one decides who goes into the court or who does not go into the court to sit for a hearing. But these criminals planted by the Nigerian government, they're taking over everything about this court hearing in Finland. That's why this criminal has come out to say what he just said. And these are people calling Biafrans to come to Finland and march on behalf of Orabueze. You can see the plot. You can see who they are working for and working with. You can see their continued pattern, network to make sure that Orabueze does not get the help that he needs from Biafrans. That's exactly what they are doing. And these are individuals working with Imam Madu, Ruby Nadi, Chomo Okoma, Bryson Okoma, John Hirobi and Co. Bam 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 and Co. This faceless individual that just talked right now is working with them. And the two Finnish citizens that are behind the whole thing.
Your Excellency, can you hear me?
Yes, correct.
I was wondering if you mind, for us to educate Biafrans, because as we usually say, knowledge is power, yes. And Biafrans should not fall for these criminals, like you call them.
Yeah,
so according to the Finnish law, and this particular court that we are talking about, the P. Jahama District Court. Okay. This applies to this court and general, the general rule of the court hearings in Finland. The size and the sitting capacity of the court is actually very important. Okay. So in Finland, the general rule is that court hearings are public unless the court orders decide otherwise. However, attendance is limited by practical considerations, such as the size and sitting capacity of the courtroom, security requirements, any restrictions imposed by the presiding judges, not bam bam bam, not define or whatever we're talking about, the presiding judges and the courtrooms. Whether seats are needed for parties, lawyers, witnesses, interpreters, accredited media, and court staff first. If more people arrive than there are seats, court security will admit people until the courtroom is full, and the remaining supporters will usually have to wait outside. For example, if a large number of Biafrans plan to attend, it is advisable to 1. Arrive well before the hearing begins. 2. Follow all instructions from the court's security. Again, from the court's security, not these people. You heard their voice just now. Avoid any disruption inside the courtroom, as Finnish courts expect observers to remain silent and orderly. So now let me end with this. For this particular hearing, right? The court does not normally allocate seats by nationality or affiliation. Admission is generally, please pay attention to this, Biafrans. Admission is generally on a first come, first served basis. After priority is given to judges, parties, lawyers, interpreters, witnesses, court staff, and accredited media. First come, first served. Do not be deceived. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. You may go ahead.
Thank you so much, Honorable Christopher. Thank you for that update. And again, Biafrans, you hear the law in Finland. You hear the rules in Finland court proceedings. So who gave this individual working with Imam Madrabo and the CRC fallback group. Oh, definitely not Orabueze. Orabueze is incarcerated. Who is working with the Nigeria and Finnish state to destroy Orabueze using these people? Who is telling them what they are saying? Somebody is telling them, so let's not be confused. We know how the Nigerian state operates. Somebody, some people are doing this secretly behind the scene. These ones that are just talking openly are the tools being used to move this information out to their friends. So who are those behind the scene working to destroy Orabueze? Who are those behind the scene telling Biafra unite or disunite that the people that are organizing the march will organize those that will go into the courtroom when in-Exile? Orabueze never told them anything like this. But who are they working with? That is the question every genuine Biafran that loves Orabueze should be asking. Who are they working with behind the scene to destroy Orabueze? Who are they working with? Because we know how evil the Nigerian state is. They bribe their way into everywhere, every country. Who are they working with? Because what they are doing is illegal. What they are saying is illegal. But there is a government or somebody working with the terrorist state of Nigeria and the Finland government that gave them the power or tell them to be saying what they are doing or what they are saying, whether they have the power or not. And we know those two Finnish citizens. And we know whom they are working for. But again, dear friends, my task is to bring this to you. I'm not the only one that will solve the problem. I'm not the only one that will stop the Nigerian state and their terrorist agenda. But what they are doing is illegal. Telling Biafrans to send their demographics information on their passport, their birthday, to somebody. This criminal CRC gangs, this fallback group, for them to now send people's private passport information to another Finnish citizens there. And I believe the guy has mentioned the name of those two people. One, he mentioned the name of one. One is a he, and one is a she. So, he clearly states it there that if Biafrans that truly love Odogu, their information are gathered and sent to somebody who will now send it to somebody. So these two Finnish citizens behind the scene destroying Simon Ever, you must stop what you are doing. We already know. We know who you are. We know who you're working for. What you're doing is illegal. Because PM is incarcerated, does not give you the power to manipulate him, to do these things you are doing to him. So Biafrans that will be in Finland, ensure you are in those courts ahead of time, on time, early. Be on the line if there is a queue. Some of us will be there too. And then, let us see the power of the Nigeria terrorist state working in Finland court. That is all I have to say. And remember to record. take videos, pictures, and send it. Again, I encourage Biafrans to be with Orabueze during the trial. Some of us will be there too. Forget the criminal fallbacks. What they don't know is bigger than them. Again, this week, some of us observed Mike Arnold, who has been really, really helping to propagate the Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. We saw where he exposed the criminal Oginkere and Sonia Palawa. And then what I'm hearing from Biafrans is that what Mike Arnold is saying now, genuine Biafrans have seen it long time ago. That is why we are just here observing things we already know. Sonia Palawa and Oginkere, they've never meant well for the freedom of this Biafran people. They are there to attack. They are there to disrupt. That's what they are paid to do. So thank God, another person, an international person, Mike Arnold, has posted everywhere that Sonia Palawa is evil. And this is somebody working with Oginkere. They are manipulating the information. And those of you that have not seen that, I encourage you to go and read those informations on Mike Arnold. These are things I've seen. I know all these people one by one because I was the chief of staff of the Biafra Republic government in exile. When we voted to suspend some of them, there was a reason for that. And they went behind and converged. And then they still continue to do that attack on our freedom, which they are paid to do, pretending to be Biafrans or looking for Biafran freedom. So then it will be, oh, Dr. Orabueze does not like Oginkere. Dr. Orabueze, oh, she doesn't like Sonia Palawa. Oh, but now look, an outsider, an international person in the person of Mike Arnold on his own. I don't want with Mike Arnold. And whatever he's doing it from his heart. USB has nothing in common with Mike Arnold except the full restoration of the United States of Biafra, if that is what he wanted. But for these Mike Arnold to not go out to label Sonia Palawa as mischievous and told the world that Oginkere parading in Washington, D.C. does not equate to anything, will show you that these people are planted by the Nigerian state to attack this freedom which we got. And every genuine Biafran must make sure you stop this criminal Oginkere and Sonia Palawa from this evil they are doing on social media and privately. From another world that may not even know, don't have a clue about these individuals before and now coming out to see what genuine Biafrans have seen over the years. That Sonia Palawa is evil, is a criminal. Don't care. They have nothing good except to attack this freedom we got. With all their fallback group, all of them, they're all in the same page. We will see how far they will go. Ours is to watch and have fun while they continue to destroy themselves with the spirit of Biafra that will continue to destroy them. Again, I just want to let Biafra know that there's no single vacuum anywhere in the United States of Biafra leadership. Not one single vacuum. Orabueze made the structure of our freedom from day one when he took over from Onyendu. So anyone coming and tackling anyone, there is a vacuum somewhere that needs to be. It seems the person is not following. And again, I want to correct that error. Regardless of who is telling you that nonsense, there's no vacuum anywhere in the United States of Biafra. freedom. There's no vacuum in the 18 million indigenous people of Biafra that I currently lead. Not one single vacuum exists anywhere. I also want to let people know that the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra contacts those that he wishes to contact. So while these criminals in Finland are colluding with the Nigerian state and some Finnish citizens to cage Obatobie still calls their friends that he wants to call, and he sends messages to them. And I will advise some of you to pay more attention to those that Obatobie calls privately to talk with than those that cage him in Finland because he has a problem, a momentary problem. You should focus more, knowing that there are people that the PM reaches out to as needed, as far as the Biafra government, as far as the leadership, as far as the freedom, as far as the 18 million Biafrans are concerned. So anyone coming to tell you that now they are the only one talking to Obatobie, those people are deceiving themselves. Some of you, your anxiety is what you create for yourself. Do not carry your anxiety to the United States of Biafra cabinet and the 40 state governors of the leadership of the freedom. If you're anxious, carry it and go look for those that call themselves organizations and all that. Don't bring your organization, your anxiety near the United States of Biafra leadership. The United States of Biafra is a sovereign state, currently being forcefully occupied by Nigeria. Based on the Montevideo Convention, we met all the criteria to be a free nation. So that Nigeria is currently forcefully occupying our land with AK-47 and the guns they've acquired over the years doesn't make them legal. So do not say things you don't know. That Nigeria, Peter Obi and co are forcefully finding a way to conduct election in Biafra territory does not mean that the United States of Biafra people or the nation is not a sovereign nation. Every country is unique. Our freedom is unique. Those of you coming to say, oh, Mandela was in South Africa, he was in jail, he was in charge of the freedom until he comes out. It's like you don't know. What you don't know is bigger than you. We are different. Our case is unique. Our people are unique. We will do it, as Obatobie has always said, in our own way, in our own time, the way that fits our history, our culture, and the country we are exiting from, a terrorist state. I don't know if those of you using South Africa as an example, was South Africa a terrorist country when their independence was declared? So don't equate any country with the United States of Biafra. Our cases are unique. There are basic international standards that the United States of Biafra country have met. That we stand by. Self-determination we stand by. Decolonization, we have the legal instruments to remove Nigeria from Biafra territory. So whether Nigeria conducts election in Biafra land next year, or the next 2 years, or the next 3 years, it means nothing. What I know, and the Biafra people know, is that systematically Nigeria must leave Biafra territory. Whether they do it next year, next 2 years, next 5 years, next 10 years, Somaliland got their first recognition from Israel after 32 years of being a sovereign nation. 32 years. Their first recognition from Israel over 32 years. So those of you that are making noise on social media about things you don't know, oh, Shadi they declared, well, next year, let us see if Nigeria will do election or not. That means you are not following. You have a particular problem, And you need to go and do more research about what you say publicly, so you don't get yourself into problems. Orabueze said, after our declaration, we are going to go into a long battle with the Nigerian state for our freedom. We are there right now, and we are doing that successfully. If you're following all the trends of what is going on, the gradual destruction of Nigeria, you will know that the United States of America is very, very successful in our quest for our freedom and our total control of our land. And I keep telling people that Nigeria was declared as a country of particular concern is a success for the United States of America government. That Nigeria was declared as the most terrorist, the deadliest country in the world for Christians to live is a success for the United States of Biafra leadership. That Nigeria has been declared as the worst place of planet Earth for human beings to exist is a success for the United States of Biafra leadership. That Nigerian President Tinubu has been declared as the third most corrupt president in the world is a success for the United States of Biafra government. That the Nigerian police have been declared as evil by a standard Canadian court is a success for the United States of Biafra government. That the Nigerian leading party of the Nigerian president, APC, PDP, and other parties have been declared as a terrorist organization by a standard federal court in Canada is a success for the United States of Biafra government. And so many other things. So many other things. That a Kenyan court ruled in favor of Ngozi with compensation is a success for the United States of Biafra government. So those of you that are just using, Nigeria will forcefully conduct the election in Biafra land as a criteria, election, you are just a fool. That means you don't know nothing. You are very, very ignorant. Very ignorant. All I can say, watch your words and what you say. Don't make yourself a scapegoat. You do not know the Prime Minister. If you are not in the picture when the Prime Minister was a free person running the Biafra Republic government in exile, of which I was the chief of staff, if you don't know, if you are not in that picture, don't say things that put you into trouble. If you are confused, you can call me, text me, and I'll give you the facts. Again, the United States of Biafra government is exerting civil territorial control of our nation every Monday. And as needed, during our May 30th declaration, the whole nation was on lockdown on the orders of the United States of Biafra government. Every Monday is a voluntary Monday sit-at-home by 8 million Biafrans. This is called territorial control. So for those of you that are ignorant, thinking, what has USP achieved? This is one of them. I know many of you have fought. Many of you fought the Monday sit-at-home and you failed. It is called territorial control. So go ask your superiors to explain to you what it means. And stop constituting yourself as a nuisance on social media. Go ahead, Honorable Christina. Thank you.
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Today is 20th day of August 2024, and I am here speaking to you from my base in Finland. I want to inform every one of you because it has become very imperative as we approach December convention in Finland. You must know certain things. The declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra that is to take place on the 2nd of December is targeted at achieving two objectives. One is the delegitimization of Nigeria. Two is the legitimization of Biafra. After the declaration, we are going to have a very long battle with Nigeria. But this battle, good news is that we find how this battle will be fought. We will fight them diplomatically, we will fight them politically, we will fight them internationally, and of course, we will fight them locally. So, the 2nd of December is not after that. Some of you will come and say, oh, there is the military barracks, you are going to have them. But let me tell you, if the Vietnamese fought America for years and succeeded in making America flee, we are ready to fight Nigeria even more than what the Vietnamese did. And when you take out this particular war we fought, we are never going into conventional warfare with Nigeria. But the legitimization will take a different tone. And what I'm trying to tell you people today is that you must be prepared for a very long years of battle for the legitimacy of the Biafra government. It is not something that happened in one day. It is not something that happened immediately after our declaration on 2nd of December. The 2nd of December will mark the beginning of a very long battle, which we are going to show our determination with our actions and inactions. So, my fellow Biafrans, all I'm here to tell you this afternoon is for you to understand that after the declaration in December 2nd starts, before the battle begins. And we are not going to stop. If it is going to take us 20 years to fight Nigeria differently than what we did in 2017, we are ready for it. If it takes also 23 years for Taliban to defeat America and then left their land, we are ready to fight even 40 years. Since 1967 to 2004, Nigeria continued to fight us. The only thing is that we have not fought Nigeria until now. And in this fight, we are still defending ourselves. So 2nd of December will mark the beginning of the administration. Do not expect something or any magic to happen. We will make the magic to happen. Thank you, and I confess.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Christopher Balabu. Sometimes it's good to let our people, because some of them are not following. And they're not following doesn't mean they don't know, but every now and then they get distracted by this criminal element that are attacking our freedom. And they wouldn't know that that what they're doing is attacking the freedom. We already got that. They pretend, but would have done it differently. But would have been doing WhatsApp with the Tinubu with Nigeria, and our men would have been in a battle. And only in our Kiwe. In our we are 40 states in Biafra. When you say again, the thing I'm trying to say is, those of you Biafrans, genuine ones, do not allow this criminal element paid by the Nigerian state to deceive you. Don't do that. You're going to pay the price anyway. I'm not begging you. I'm just telling you. Do not join them to be a victim. Obatobia said it clearly here. And we are using every means peaceful for our recognition, which is allowed by the international laws to get our freedom. That is why the United States of Biafra is very successful everywhere, but at home and abroad. We are very, very successful. Many nations are discussing USD every day, unlike before in the past. The United States of Biafra official documents are being accepted in many parts of the world right now as a legal document to protect our citizens, not Nigerian document. So anyone that tells you, oh, because he's not seeing basa bosa from some people, and now working it. No, that's not it. That's not it. We cannot get our recognition when countries see you as a militia, when countries see you as you are in liberation, or you're just conducting military activities, carrying guns here and there. No, that's ignorance. Ignorance. Anyone come and tell you, oh, working on ground, we are going Nigeria, we are wasa. Our freedom, our recognition will never come with things like that. International bodies will see you as you're engaging in armed conflict. We are not engaged in armed conflict anymore. That is why Nigeria, they don't even know what to say anymore. We are a nation, peacefully declared, and we are telling Nigeria to peacefully come and negotiate with me. The earlier they come, the better. Because all the Biafran citizens that Nigerian government have killed their men, their women, their brothers, their sisters, their fathers in the past, those children in Biafra territory, if they see any Nigerian metropolis, they won't let them go. This is a fact. It's not from me. I'm not telling anyone to do anything. But this is the basic rule of human existence. You cannot kill my daughter. And I know you're the one that killed my daughter. And I'll see your own daughter and let your daughter go. Now, that is natural. That's why I'm calling for peace. That's why I'm calling for peace. At the end of the day, it will still end up in the table. We must still talk. It must still be, how do we resolve this quagmire? To make sure we reduce tension on both sides. On both sides. Anyone coming out to tell you, oh, Nigeria state is just killing their friends and killing them. No, they're lying to you. There is tension on both sides. Whether Nigerian government wants to be hiding their own or not, there is tension on both sides. That's why I'm calling for peace. That's why I'm calling for us to talk as quickly as possible to reduce tension on both sides. Anyone telling you you want to be seeing United States of different government engaging in basa kusa, at this point, they want to drag us back so that we don't get our recognition and our independence protected. That was why Orabueze prepared us for our self-declaration to enable us to get the legal documents we need to remove Nigeria from our territory legally. And that's what we are doing right now. Legally removing Nigeria, legally legitimizing Nigeria, and legitimizing the United States of Biafra. What else? There's nothing else to do except stay this course on what we are doing. Anyone telling you anything different, they do not want our freedom to come. They do not want our protection of our land to come. They want to drag us to the time of militia. The United States of Biafra government is not a militia. We are a full-fledged, peaceful government, peaceful Christian nation, protecting our people, protecting our territory from the reintegrated terrorists, from the Nigeria terrorist state that is forcefully occupying our land. So we are peacefully telling them to leave. They will leave. They must leave because we have the legal documents to remove them. So those of you, and this misconception is still coming from the ex-Briggy members that were sacked from the government. They are the one parading these lies and propaganda to unsuspecting Biafrans. And I'm telling you to stop. If you're ignorant, go and do research on how countries are restored. You cannot be showing people carrying guns and ammunition publicly here and there, and you say you want your freedom. No, there are international standards the United States of Biafra government is following. That is why I said anything you have to do as an innate ambition, the United States of Biafra Defense Secretary, Rabbi must know, I must know. You can't just continue or go out and constitute yourself as a nuisance on social media and you say that you're under the United States of Biafra. It's not going to work. Wherever you want to belong, that is fine. But as long as this Biafra that was declared in Finland, the action of every single person, the military, the defense, must be accounted for under my leadership. No other way. So when you think you can constitute yourself as a nuisance, or the Nigerian state takes the legitimate governance to now come and tell you, oh, there is ESN now, we are ESN, and you're carrying guns up and down, showing it publicly for the Nigerian state to credit that to the United States of Biafra and say that's what we are doing. You must stop. They are setting you up. But I know if you are not for the United States of Biafra, I'm going to tell you. Because we have our legal documents on those that are working for the government. The criminals, China Samori, the so-called 3OS organization that are telling you people to be carrying guns and be showing it publicly, they are deceiving you. They are destroying that freedom, which we already got. But thank God, the world knows that the United States of Biafra leadership representation, we do not support anything armed militia in the United States of Biafra government or leadership or country. But we will defend our people. Self-determination is our right. And how we go about it is only the United States of Biafra and vision elite knows about it. Nobody else. So those of you claiming and being used by the Nigerian state and their agents in Biafra land to come out publicly and be showing you people off as anything, whether there's nothing like ESN in the whole United States of Biafra. And we've formally written to our allies, our international allies, there is nothing like ESN in Biafra territory. So those people they've shown as ESN or IPOB organization carrying guns and ammunition, those are the agents of the Nigerian state working together with their Biafran agents and the legitimate governors that do not want Biafra to come. They are not the new Christian mission. We cannot stoop so low to do things like that. So they don't belong to this new beautiful nation. Again, I think that's all I have to say. Let us continue our donation, please. We need all the support until we get our allies who are monitoring us closely to approve of the United States of Biafra, give us the help we need to protect our land from the reintegrated terrorists brought in by the Nigerian state, to start creating our agenda, to start having our resource control. Everything we do is on the radar at this time. So genuine Biafrans must be conscious of this, so that we go home as quickly as possible. Those that are paid by the Nigerian state to come and tell you to carry gun publicly, do not do that anymore. If you don't do that anymore, those innocent Biafrans that are being deceived by the elements working with the Nigerian state to come and be showing guns publicly, don't do that anymore. Those things are the things that they want our allies to see so that they will not give us our recognition. Don't do that anymore. We are not in militia. We are not a militia. We are a sovereign state that is currently being occupied forcefully by the Nigerian terrorist state. contact the United States of Biafra Secretary of Defense, Rabbi, or your state governor in the 40 states on what you need to do to continue to protect our beautiful nation, which is already declared. Don't join the Nigeria terrorist state to make the Biafra recognition longer. Don't join them. The only leadership in the 40 states of Biafra and the 80 million Biafra at this time is the United States Biafra government with the 40 state governments. So thank you so much, Biafrans, from me on that note. Let's go to our fundraisers. May God bless you all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, there's hope and there's light in the end of the tunnel. Thank you very much. That gladdens our hearts. Okay, Honorable Marquis, we're gonna have to go polite or something. Remember, this is the end of the month, and then we have a lot of hands up here. Please let us move as fast as we can.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable.